This week, President Joe Biden placed additional tariffs on selected imports from China, including electric vehicles, solar panels, and steel.
For years, the Chinese government has poured state money into Chinese companies across a whole range of industries: steel and aluminum, semiconductors, electric vehicles, solar panels, the industries of the future, and even critical health equipment like gloves and masks. China heavily subsidized all these products, pushing Chinese companies to produce far more than the rest of the world can absorb, and then dumping the excess products onto the market at unfairly low prices, driving other manufacturers around the world out of business.
The Chinese Foreign Ministry argued that tariffs will only hurt American consumers.
The U.S. keeps politicizing trade and economic issues and further increased tariffs against China, which is doubling its fault. It will only significantly push up the cost of imported goods, causing American businesses and consumers to bear more losses and making American consumers pay a greater price.
The trade tiff dates back to the Trump administration, which placed tariffs on almost the entire list of goods imported from China. The Chinese responded with tariff hikes on American agricultural products, which reduced purchases and caused grain prices to fall. Sales to China plummeted from $19 billion in 2017 to just $9 billion the following year. The Trump USDA later provided over $25 billion in market facilitation payments to maintain profitability for farmers who lost income due to the tariff war. Iowa Senator Charles Grassley, a Republican and critic of the Trump administration's use of tariffs, is concerned about the new round of trade duties.
I know what happened when Trump did it. There was retaliation against agricultural products, and I don't want that to happen again. I think that there's ways you can fight unfair trade agreements, and that is with countervailing duties that you put on in a country receiving subsidized products by the foreign government to offset that dollar for dollar. And that's what we should do as opposed to putting tariffs on. And I think it just leads to a tariff war.
Trade policy pundits believe China and the U.S. have already begun decoupling their economies, seeking trade partners in other parts of the world. This new round of tariffs may be another chapter in continued distancing between the two countries.
However, the problem is there's a kind of dilemma that the better China prepares for decoupling, U.S. decoupling with China, the more decoupling will be happening. For now, I think this will be a kind of unavoidably a downward spiral. On the U.S. side, as I said, we can also see the ever upgrading and expanding decoupling actions, such as to raise the tariffs and strict export control. And it seems that it's unstoppable. Right? It's always going on and going deeper. So I'm afraid that we have to live with it for a long time.
For Market to Market, I'm Peter Tubbs.